America's Model Energy Code is the International Energy Conservation Code, and it's the furthest thing from international. It is actually developed by local officials who gather from all around the country. They set the code that is some people say, the least efficient home you can legally build. And so we, in the span of 2 code cycles, we boosted the efficiency of the IECC by 38%. It was a whopping success, historic success. Efficiency opponents are very powerful. They're trying to roll back some of those codes. But it really brought to light the fact that nearly everyone is united behind more energy efficiency for our nation, for localities, for the individual homeowner.
In fact, if we look at federal government, there's a really good set of good government programs that all work as a staircase to higher performance. And it starts with the energy codes themselves, which are really improved so much over time, and even an energy code building is a great start to doing a better building. But there's so much more we can do. So the next increment is to do Energy Star certified homes, and that starts to integrate a comprehensive approach to building science. In particular, you're looking at the water management, the HVAC systems, better enclosures. So Energy Star is a great way to go above code. But then Zero Energy Ready homes are the next jump. And what that does is take the great work of Energy Star certified homes and it adds extra best practices from the Building America program at the Department of Energy. And it includes things like getting our ducts inside conditioned space, building to the next generation of code, having a comprehensive indoor air quality system, and also having the house so it's zero energy ready with a solar ready construction set of details that are low cost, no cost, and effectively avoid disruption and cost penalties in the future, adding a solar system. There's really important programs like WaterSense that make sure the whole house has water conservation throughout. And I mentioned that Indoor Air Plus is actually encumbered in the Zero Energy Ready Home label and stands on its own as another label for improved indoor air quality.
Day to day, I'm working with builders around the country to build more efficient homes that deliver that efficiency without sacrificing other attributes in the home. We want to make sure that homeowners are happy not just with the efficiency, with the improved comfort, improved indoor air quality that Energy Star can deliver.
So water's an issue that I think a lot of people would agree has been growing in importance and interest within the building industry for the last several years. We're seeing that manifest itself in many ways. For one, we see water rates are continuing to rise, and not just water rates, but connection fees. So in the building industry, we really have to be concerned with the fact that infrastructure is costing more and more money, and we're going to be charged more money to tap into that infrastructure when we build new communities. We see it through increased watering restrictions. The most readily visible place we see this is within outdoor watering restrictions. And finally, we're seeing that in terms of code and legislation and local ordinances, which is going to has mandated in the past and is going to continue to put pressure on the building community to become more efficient. The most extreme example of this is this sort of net zero concept where if you want the entitlement to build a new community, you have to go out and either through efficiency measures at that community or through efficiency measures that you might pay for elsewhere in the community, you have to show that you have a net zero impact. That's actually even being codified into a base standard right now.
The National Association of Home Builders is very much in favor of voluntary above code green building programs and especially incentive programs to help builders build green homes and make it cost effective for them. We definitely promote anything that's above code and voluntary. NAHB regularly puts out smart market reports, and one of our smart market reports specifically talks about green in the residential sector, single family and multifamily and remodeling. And within those reports, they're done by Dodge Data Analytics. And what they've noticed is that there is an increase in residential green home building among builders nationwide. And a lot of those builders foresee their business in green growing, whether inherently through their own choice or inherently through maybe government restrictions, or just the market is taking them there.
Green building or sustainable concept, sustainability in construction has been around for a long time, but it was fringe in the early years. Now it's not on the fringe anymore. There's a whole pathway to get there, and it can be a gradual approach, but building codes, energy codes are raising the bar, and I think the market demand is really building at this point. People want comfort, and they want comfort without having to spend a lot of money for it on their utility bills, but they also want health and they want durability. And so we see that in America, you know, it's really a growing trend, and that is really helping to fuel the adoption by the housing industry.
NAHB again found had a poll where they conducted, and they found that 9 out of 10 Americans want an energy efficient home with permanent features and will pay 2 to 3% more for that home. But for the home builder, it really talks about the quality of the home that they're building, the quality of the home that they're selling, and there's just that kind of a race to the top in a lot of different ways. In every state in the nation, we find great builders that are building green, saving their customers tremendous amount of money, and helping to stabilize our national energy policy at the same time.